Mic test. Okay. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I have some kind of bad news. Well, I've done quite a bit of work off cameras. I've been gone for about 5 cycles. So currently it's about cycle 211 or 212. And I have bad news because the series might actually like be on hiatus soon because I've made a major mistake, and to correct this mistake it will require a lot of effort from me. So I'll just talk about quickly about what has changed since last time, the changes that I made, the progress that I've done, and what is the huge error that I actually made, and I have to like I have to do a huge amount of work in order to revert it, and I'm not sure I can commit myself to that because that will take at least 15 cycles worth of 15 whole cycles worth of remodeling, and I can't just revert back to a previous save to salvage the problem because the problem actually occurred like 40 cycles back. So in order to resolve the problem, I have to revert 40 cycles, and that is too much progress to lose. So right now I'm not sure about like continuing. Anyway, I'll just talk about some stuff that I've done since last time. This entire rocket arrays that you can see here, rocket engines and the solar panel arrays, are newly built. And if you take a look at the wires, you can see that they're connected to the main grid over here. In fact, for this battery grid, I've battery array. I've also like deconstructed some of it in the middle, and then I've placed a bunch of solar panels down there. This is because these red bulb generators are actually not receiving enough power. I actually moved the red bulb generators as well. I've shifted the radiation lamp out by one, and then I placed two more red bulb generators in the middle. This uh this will weaken the radiation in the center by like about 100 rats or so. But in return, I'll get like three available slots that can receive high amount of radiation. So if you take a look at the radiation here, it's 1200, but the middle three here, which are the highest, are each 1537. Previously it was about 1600. If you put this thing one tile closer, put the two radiation lamp one tile closer, it will be 1600. But if you space them out just one by one tile, you go down by 100. But you can increase the efficiency of this thing by a lot. It requires a lot of power though, so I placed a bunch of solar panel arrays here, and still, even with all this solar panel array, one of the red bulb generator have to be turned off because the power simply cannot sustain. The power that I get from my solar panels just cannot sustain uh three all the time. It can sustain it for some time, but then during the night the power will just dip significantly, and then it is sometimes cut off. So I think realistically should be able to power like 2.2 red bulb generators. I can keep two red bulb generator on consistently, but not the third one, which is why I've turned it off. In fact, I turned this off as well just recently. I'm going to explain why. It's because I've actually finished the this red bulb engine, this thing, and it took me a while to do this, man. It took me so long because each cycle you get about uh 45 red bulbs, and then 45 not red bulbs, for 450 red bulbs, so that equates to 45 applied science research points. And previously I was like 150 or so, so that means that I have to get 6 cycle worth of consistent red bulb generation in order to get the thing researched. So it took a long time. Also, what else have I done? So this is the biggest change I made. The other change that I made is to this water loop, I guess, water loop over here. Previously it was just regular piping here, and then there was a bunch of pipes going into the input ports, and then I've changed it a little bit. I've like snake it around and put radium pipes made of lead because I want to spread the chill a little bit. I want to um sort of cool down dry walls behind, because eventually this will be used as a rocket tunnel, and all the super hot nuclear waste will condense on the drywall, and then it will drop down. But eventually the drywall become too hot to condense the nuclear waste, I guess, and then the gas will just escape into the air because they are unable to condense fast enough, which is why I kind of need external source of cooling. So this water like loop over here is not really a loop, but this water, like, I don't know, water buffer, I guess, heat buffer, will sort of like act as a heat buffer and just cool the area down, and allow the nuclear waste to condense. Okay, what else? I'm not sure if I talked about this in the last episode, but I've made a oxylite wrench over here and a squeaky path wrench over here. I've dug out a little bit more of this area just to allow this wrench to be 96 tiles, as you can see. Some more areas that I've dug up is actually more areas down here. I've actually placed down a few ladders down and just dig around a little bit, but I did not dig around too much. Cause right now the crude oil level is still okay. Soon I'll have to dig down further though, and it'll be kind of a pain in the ass to dig further. I kind of want to expand in this direction, but then I was blocked by this bunch of obsidian over here. I can pretty sure I can expand into this area, but I need to be mindful not to come into this part. I would want this section of crude oil to interact with this puddle of liquid over here. Yeah, so what else? I have a bunch of critters that are starving, that's fine. All my squeaky paths are starving because there's literally no chlorine left for them to breathe. There's a bunch of chlorine here and here. So maybe I need to relocate them. What else? I don't think there's anything else that changed here. Well, all my mud has been processed. If you take a look at the mud, you see that there's 2,500. Okay, not all, but almost all the mud has been processed. Previously, there were about 18 tons, and now I'm processing all the polluted mud. So there's a full container over here containing a bunch of polluted mud, and then there's this sludge press over here that's sending all the polluted water up to the water sieve. Water sieve is sending all the refined water, not refined, the processed water into the oil wells. So you can see there's a bunch of water coming down here. It's getting sent to the various oil wells, and also some of it is going to bathrooms just so that my dupes can use the bathroom. And what else? Some of the water from the other side is coming to the electrolyzer. Half of it is going to the rockets itself. Yeah, as you can see here. So not much else has changed. I don't think I have anything left to introduce here. Okay, over on the other side, a little bit of change has taken place. I've converted all the all the regular ladders into plastic ladders because I've sent a bunch of plastic across. And what else? Um, I've also done a bit of digging down here, and then I've placed a bunch of liquid pipes down and wires down, connected into this space. And this place, you can probably guess, will be a steam turbine. In fact, I can just place it down right now because I do have the plastic for it that came from the other side. So I will be able to put it down here. I'll need to place it here. I need to replace this with insulated tiles. I don't really want to replace the obsidian. I'm not sure about that. The liquid will be quite hot. I mean, the lava will obviously be quite hot, but the liquid, if enough of it is dumped into this area over here, I think the water can actually absorb the heat from the magma and cause the heat in this area to be about 200 degrees. So the heat should be kind of contained. The main reason I'm not doing this is because I just hate digging through obsidian because I want to preserve all of this natural stuff. I also hated like digging into this area, but there's no choice because I need an area to put down my steam turbine. So I dug an area into here. I want to preserve as much of this obsidian as possible. So maybe just like I need another insulated tile over here. And I haven't actually built the vent, so I need to put the vent down. And I haven't dug out this tile of interest for obvious reasons. So I need this to... Actually, you know what? I need this to be igneous insulated. I need this to be insulated liquid pipe. Or else there'll be a problem because the water will instantly flash when it comes into here. So if I don't use insulated pipe, the water will just burst out of the pipe, I guess. And just put a steam turbine here. Steam turbine. Yeah, sure. This area will work. I'll use copper. That's fine. And then I'll to connect it to the input port, the input outlet. And then this will connect here. Okay, we'll use granite for all of this stuff. Alright, so this pipe is supposed to be for the salt water, and then the other one is supposed to be for the... Okay, I guess this is fine. The other one is for the hot freshwater output, and the hot freshwater output will join this desalinated water and be sent over to the other side. Let's see. I'll need this to be connected to this. So just do this, I guess. Okay. And after this has been built, then I will connect this pipe over here to the salt water, and then I will allow the salt water to come in and get this. I'll need a sizable amount of this area to be filled up before I actually dig out this cell of interest. Otherwise, the magma will come spilling out and immediately superheat the area up. So I need kind of a little bit of heat buffer in order for this area to be not instantly turned into a super hot area. Something I have to do is also put down one of those. Damn, I just realized something. I have no choice but to replace all of this thing with igneous rock natural tiles. Sorry, artificial tiles. I have no choice but to do this because I want to preserve as much of it as possible though. How about just doing this? And then we will dig this tower. It looks super ugly though, but I think it's fine. And then what I mean just now was because I have to put one of those steel... It's under shipping. The robo miners. I have to put a steel robo miner down here. I don't actually have any steel. Maybe copper will work, because I'm going to dump a bunch of water in there. So hopefully the temperature won't actually heat up this thing. But eventually we'll just have to transport a bit of steel over just to build this thing. Okay, this needs power, so we need to actually connect the wires to it. Okay, I'm using copper instead of lead because I have a bunch of copper around from the smooth hatches. Okay, so we'll tentatively just do this. And I don't actually want this to be connected, the wires to be connected, because I don't want the robo miner to start working. I want the surrounding tiles to be dug out first and changed to artificial tiles before the robo miner start. Or else it will start digging all these natural tiles and cause this to be an open area. And then it will start digging this tile as well and then cause the volcano to erupt. And the magma will literally just spill everywhere. And I really don't want that to happen. So I think we'll use this design for now. Let's see. My dupes over here are quite efficient. They have done about 481 units worth of data banks. Worth of 481 data banks worth of research. But the thing is their oxygen is running low, super low. There's not much oxygen left and they are using... I let them wear the ammo suits and they are expanding the last bit of oxygen in their ammo suits. So I need to get them to land as soon as possible. So the reason is because I wanted to rush the research. I wanted to make sure that the red box engine research is aligned with their landing, just so that I can show you guys my progress. So that's the reason why I haven't landed them. But as soon as my wrap-out engine research is done, I was just about to land them. Okay, so I'll probably land them right now. So I think I've introduced everything. So all the progress that I did so far. Let's check. Steam pressure here is 46 grams. That doesn't sound right. Oh, seriously, it's 46 grams. Wait. Didn't I set Sangre signal is above 4000? Why is the pressure in here so low? Wait, why is this thing working? Is it not connected? Oh my god. Is it? It's not connected, dude. Are you serious right now? How do I turn this thing off? It literally just sucked all the water out, and it's no wonder my thermal aqua tuner is overheating. I need this to be above like something ridiculous like 50C, so that this thing does not actually work anymore. Because otherwise it will instantly overheat because there's no heat, there's no like heat buffer around the area. I need to connect this up with a priority like 8 or something. Okay, I think all the stuff have been resolved here. I don't know what this tower is doing here. Let's stop doing that. There's a bunch of liquid in here. Where did that liquid actually came from? I think there used to be a bunch of liquid in here. I mean, sorry, a bunch of steam in here. Where it might have condensed back into water. I 100% know that there's a bunch of steam. It used to be a bunch of steam around. For some reason, this volcano still have not erupted. None of the steam has water has actually evaporated. So I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully, this thing erupts soon enough and flash all this water, so that I can start sending out steam, sending out hot water, so that this steam turbine can start running. Okay, besides this area, I don't think there's anything left for me to do. Once the wires are built and this area is built, the steam turbine is placed there, I really don't know what else to do on this map. Because I pretty much have uncovered all the geysers. I've also dug up most of the copper. There's still some metal ore some copper ore that I haven't dug up. So maybe I could get to doing that. But really there's not much to do here, to be honest. uh, I'm not building all these solar panels because they are just too high up, and my dupes are constantly like taking ages to build them, causing all of the downtime schedules to be out of whack. So I'm holding off on all of this. Um, okay, I think that's all the things that I want to introduce. Let's talk about the big mistake that I did and why this series might go on a hiatus. Uh, I wanted to build the Redbot engine as soon as I researched it, but I find out that I'm not able to do it because if I go to the rocket platform, I'm not able to make a new rocket because there is an existing rocket components on it already. And when I try to use the plus module to add an engine, I'm not actually able to select it because you are only able to put the engine on the rocket platform. So I can't actually make a module down there. I can't actually place a module down here, and then I can't place a module on the engine itself as well. So the only way for me to put the Redbot engine here is to deconstruct the entire rocket, because there's literally no way for me to put anything on it. Um, let me see. Let me try swap this. Oh, I can swap it. Oh, okay. Okay. This is good. Oh my god, I thought I had to deconstruct the entire rocket. Holy shit. Okay, I can swap it. If I swap it, it means that I have to deconstruct this. I'm fine with that because I can build the Trailblazer module, no problem. I don't want to build the entire engine from scratch because it will require entire rocket from scratch because it will require me to make a new spacefarer module and then I have to redesign all the stuff, rebuild all the stuff inside, which will be a massive headache. Well, such a saving grace that I can replace this. I've never actually used this settings function. So setting this gear wheel function. I've never actually used it. We can only build out of steel, which is fine. Let's just replace it right now. Holy shit! I'm so glad that I've found this thing. Okay. Next time I know that I can salvage these kind of situations because I clearly remember this thing happening in the past, and then I have to build a new rocket just to uh subvert this issue. Okay. And space above engine is blocked. It's because I have to place two ladders over here just so that my all of this stuff can be built. I need to start deconstructing it. The problem with it, if I deconstruct it, is that the guy will hop onto here, and then he will deconstruct this ladder first, and then he'll be stuck. Okay, let's just deconstruct both of them. If they're stuck, we will just let them dig dig the ladder they are standing on, and then they will just fall down. Hopefully they don't fall down into like a pit of lava or something. There's no nuclear waste at the moment, so they won't suffer any consequences. Once the nuclear waste start coming in, if they actually fall down here, they'll be exposed to like 10,000 red bolts worth of radiation. Is it red bolts? 10,000 units of radiation. I don't know what the unit is. Red bolts, I guess. They'll instantly be exposed to 10,000 unit of radiation, and they will instantly be uh incapacitated. So I need to watch out for that. But since there's no nuclear waste at the moment, I'm fine with them like digging around this area. Okay, we will let them do all of this. There should be a bunch of steel around, so they should manage all of this. I'll need to set this to priority. Okay, very good. So once this is done, then I will do another update video. This is just going to be an update video. This was actually supposed to announce here hiatus, but now that I can replace this, the hiatus will stop. So we'll continue on with episode 24. Because I was so worried that I have to rebuild this rocket. Now that I don't have to do it, it's such a sigh of relief. Okay, going forward, what I have to do is finish all the steam turbines on the other planet, and on this planet there isn't not much any development. I just have to do more of this research. So currently I have 400 plus data banks, more than 443 data banks. And why 443 is the magical number is because I require 193 orange points for finishing the Great Monument, and for this one I need 250 orange points. So 193 plus 250 equates to 443, and the other two I don't really have to rush them. Rush the orange points. The reason is they don't actually have anything before them. So um uh high velocity. Let me take a look. The sequence is a bit wrong. Yeah, the sequence is a bit wrong. Needs to be like this, then followed by this and this. Okay, the reason. Okay, once you finish this, they'll move on to this, and the reason I don't require any orange points for this because they don't actually have any uh prerequisites. They don't have any prerequisite research, so I can just queue it up without worry that they will be sort of missing the science points for the previous year research. Cause let's say you queue up something that you queue up this, and then it's a prerequisite is this thing, and then you don't have sufficient orange research points, then you'll be stuck on this piece of research, and then your dupes will not be doing anything else. All your research dupes will just be idle while they wait for the orange points to be done on the previous tier. But once you are finished with this tier and move on to this tier, then they will start working on this immediately. So you need the prerequisite stuff to be fulfilled before you can actually queue up the next one. So since these two guys don't have all the prerequisites fulfilled, I can just queue them up without worry that they will be stuck on the previous researching errand. So yeah, that's the reason why I need 443 worth of data banks, 443 units of data banks, and then I have more than 443 as you can see here. So I will just land the rocket right now. And kind of make sure that they're all evacuated from the area. I kind of want to disable this thing for now. This thing is not gathering any red bots. Disabled by automation grid. Okay, I need to stop the radiation lamp. Okay, so that it does not send any more, it does not waste any more uranium. And I'm going to land the rocket. Hopefully none of my dupes can actually are passing through, otherwise they will get scalded by the rocket temperature. Some of the ladders are already super hot. Hopefully they don't actually get scalding. The red ball generator might actually just overheat from the rocket itself. I think it's fine. I will land the rocket right now. Okay. And then I will just quickly save, and then also there's actually not much fuel left in the rocket. There's literally no fuel left anymore. Like 0 kg of fuel left. Okay, let's check. This thing should start overheating. Let's see. Okay, the manual airlock is not overheating for some reason. Manual airlock don't overheat. I thought they would actually overheat, but apparently not. Looks like they will just melt. Okay, that's good. I'll need them to all escape their pods. So just make sure that they are not in their pods anymore. Alright, and let's set this to grounded so that they don't come in anymore. And then we'll also get all of my dupes to, because if they don't set this to grounded, they will continue using all of these beds to sleep in. And then there will just be a lot of issues, because instead of sleeping on their comfy beds in this area, they will run to the rocket to use the facilities inside, which causes a bunch of issues. So that every time you land, you have to remember to set it to grounded. And then even with the grounded status, they should be able to come in and receive the data banks. So my guys should be coming in and start getting the data banks for the planetarium research. Let's take a look at the errands. Okay, this is his first errand. Okay, he's a little bit injured because when he was doing the red bot research, this thing, the material study terminal was actually full. It's not really full, it's like 70 of 100 red bots. And then this thing shot a beam of 50 red bots in this direction. And then 30 of it went to the study terminal, 20 of it continued traveling in this direction, and then he hit my research tube. And now he's currently injured, so right now he's resting. So I will actually just stop the episode here and let my guys do a bit more research, and then we'll continue onwards after these two research have been done. Well, when these two research have been done, and these two research are unlocked, I'll just let these two research stuff happen in the background, and then I will just continue on the episodes continue on with the regular episodes. Because once these two research are done, I should have rebuilt all of this red ball engine. I should have already built all of these engines and built a bunch of trailblazer modules as well. Because I've replaced this trailblazer module, the engine, so I have to rebuild back the trailblazer module. And I'll just rebuild it with the same materials as I use here, which is lead. I think it's lead, right? Yeah, I think it's lead. So I'll just use lead. I should use copper, but I think lead is fine. Okay, we have to deconstruct this ladder, and we are not able to reach it. Great. Man. Oh, okay. This sucks. Okay, I need to rebuild back the ladder segment and then change the deconstruct to a priority 9, so that they actually deconstruct this ladder first before they deconstruct this ladder, instead of the other way around. Okay, And we'll cut this update episode here. I'll see you guys back about at around cycle 225 or so, after I finish the two research and I finish building the rocket. And in fact, if you take a look at the insides of the rocket, it's actually filled with oxygen already. All three of it is all filled with oxygen. Water is still not really filled with water because I haven't actually connected the pipes up, so I need to do that. I have a bunch of algae terrariums here, but I don't actually have any algae placed inside yet, so I need to get on that right now. Organic algae, need this to be, I think 3000 will be good enough. 3000 kg worth of algae. And then this will be priority 7. And then I'll copy settings and paste here as well. Okay, and then by cycle 225 or so, all of the interior should be filled up with all the materials and will be good to launch off to space. So my plans for the star map is, usually the way I do it is, oh my god, it's not really in the middle. I thought I'll be coming up from the exact middle, but apparently not. So my strategy usually is to send one rocket hit in this direction, one rocket in this direction, one rocket in this direction. So since it's a hexagonal, you can just split it into three by sending it like here sending 3 rockets in this direction, and then you will split them all up evenly. And then once they get to this point over here, roughly this point over here, they should be able to see the edge already. And then I will let them actually move to here, move in this direction over here along the parallel of the edges, the vertex. And then once you reach roughly this point or so, we'll send them back. Yeah. So that way, it'll be the same for the other 3 rockets as well, the other 2 rockets as well. They'll all do this and travel in this direction, and that will actually let me uncover the entire map with the least amount of distance travel. So that was the strategy I used in the past and the strategy that I'll use now. Still, even with the most efficient path of travel, and then with the most efficient engine, so Red Bull engine is actually the most efficient engine because it's the lowest burden. Even with the lowest burden engine and most efficient path of travel, it will still take at least like 15 12 cycles. I think with the boost of the mission control station, it will take about 12 cycles before we are able to uncover the rest of the star map. So we should, if everything goes according to plan, we should have uncovered the star map by around cycle 240 or so. And the rest of the guys remaining on my base planetoid will be constructing the Great Monument and finishing up the steam turbine. And I don't think there's really anything else to do after that. So yeah, that will be my plan going forward. See you guys back on